quick like. Hold on, let me hold this real quick. That there. All right, so real quick intermission like. I have one bar on there already. Not sure if that's going to stay. I'm just kind of winging it right now. I'm not sure if this is going to be where we're going. But right now, I'm using the old reservoir tank to kind of mock up for the new one. So I already have this lower bracket made up that kind of slips into the factory location on one side and then just hugs it on the other. Now what I'm trying to do is make a bracket that folds up and around, and essentially going to come on this side, and it's going to come up, and then I want it to bolt into the top side of this radiator support. So in the event that you do need to take it off, it should be pretty easy, even if you don't have to take off the bracket. If I don't do it up here, I might pull the or mount the bracket down towards the bottom, but I think it'd have better support maybe if I did it up here towards the top. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. The route that I'm going to go with. I might have to shave off a little notch right here for the bar to go through, because I don't want to bring that tank any farther back than I need to, because it's going to get really close to the wheel. It's pretty close, so the wheel doesn't all that turn too much because it is going to hit in the back over there. So that's about how much turning radius you have on one side. And then, so if you kind of match it, mirror it, more or less, that's probably too much right there. So that's about how much turning radius it might have. And then this tank is going to end up tucking right up in here. Hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad right there. So the kind of have it already marked, and it's going to tuck up into the fender. And as you can see, I can still fit my hand back there, so we should have plenty of clearance upon turning when it's aired up. Obviously, if you air it up even more, it's going to have even more clearance. But this is kind of like, I got it lifted up maybe, I think it's 6 inches. That might be like the highest turning radius we can have without it hitting like the ground. Or the highest height you would want to turn at, or the lowest height. Yeah, the lowest height you would want to turn at. So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now, mounting this. Once I get this mounted, everything else should fall into place, because all it's going to be is figuring out the bracketry that's going to go around this. And like I said, I kind of want to reinforce this a little bit better, and then we'll start doing some sheet metal work and getting the tub set in place. So doing the structural part first, mounting to tank. On the passenger side, I don't think it's going to be much more difficult. However, I do need a part for that side, which is coming. I got one of my friends. Hopefully he'll bring it to me soon. I need the base for the fuse box, because the fuse box that we have now is just the actual fuses. So it's not bare metal. The wires are exposed on the bottom. And then the Reckless kit, you have to set the bottom plate on the bottom of the essentially tray of the fuse box, which we don't have that tray, so we can start mounting it in this area right here. So need to get that coming, and then but for now we'll just work on that side. So let me get this tank figured out and mounted, and then we'll move on to some sheet metal work. All right, and the reservoir bracket is pretty much complete. As you can see, where I ended up notching the radiator support to set that bracket just in a little bit, so it would bring the tank even closer and up against it. She's in there, and she is not going to go anywhere. So once we have the hoses on there, it'll give it a little bit more sturdiness. it bolts up to this hood bump stop right here, so I didn't have to drill or tap any or put a riv nut in the radiator support, so I was able to reuse this because I was going to put it on this side right next to it, but something on the bottom, I can't remember exactly, I think was preventing me from having this bracket over. So kind of worked out in the end. So as you can see, the coolant bottle is like tucked up into the fender. The wheel right now is fully turned at, I guess you could say, as low as you could have it, and it's touching the fender right now, and we still have clearance right here on the reservoir. So if we end up lowering or essentially raising the truck up even more, you end up, it's still touching the fender just a little bit, but you get farther away from the reservoir. And as I mentioned before, I don't think the wheel's going to turn that much being super low because it gets so close to the fender, and then the back of the wheel hits up that firewall. So you got to take into consideration that as well. So right there it's touching, but again, it's not going to turn this much once if it's going to be aired out this much, because this would really literally be like a cubic hair right off of the ground. So she's pretty much good to go there. So aired out again. I showed you a clip of it earlier. Air it out. We're not going to have any clearance issues. She still turns. So we are good to go there. So now I'm going to take this fender back off, kind of build some reinforcement brackets around this now. And then from there, we can start working on some sheet metal stuff. Don't know if that's going to make it into this video, but regardless, we can now move on. This took longer than I expected, but it is what it is. It's kind of limited on tools, so made do with what I had. So that's going to be our next hurdle now, is reinforcing more, and then we'll either do the sheet metal on this side or move on to making the skeleton or reinforcement brackets on that side. So we'll see. All right, guys. Well, that's going to cut it for today. I have to redo this outro because the one I recorded earlier, for some reason, the audio doesn't work. But this is all I was able to get done today. Work has been super busy. Haven't been able to spend too much time this week, but tomorrow, Sunday, should be able to put a lot of work into it, as well as Monday for Memorial Day. I'm actually going to be off, so we should have 2 full days of nothing but sticking on this thing pretty much as long as I can, as long as I can withstand the heat here in the garage. I might have to go get a couple bags of ice and throw some. That's what I did earlier in the portico, and that helped out a little bit, but not too much. But better than nothing. So this is what we got so far. We got this tub welded to some bracket back here, which is bolted to the cowl, and then it's folded up underneath. And then, as you saw, I'll insert some pictures right here. Folded up underneath, goes to the front, and then actually there's one bolt that's bolting it to the radiator support. I'm pretty proud of the way the reservoir tank bracket came out. That one, I kind of everything pretty much I'm doing is I'm winging it because I really have no idea. Everything's got to be custom made to fit. So it's a challenge, but we're getting through it. We've gotten this far so far, and then I'm already gotten the ball rolling on some ideas for what to do with the sheet metal. So as soon as we get a few more things buttoned up, we're going to start laying out some sheet metal on this side, and then we'll move over here to the driver's side. But before we start doing any sort of bracketry or system, anything on here, I need to mount the fuse box um, relocation in this area so I know how much clearance I'm going to have on this side. However, I don't have the base of the fuse box. The fuse box itself was just the boxed area that just has the fuses and the wires hanging out from the bottom. This Reckless relocation kit has a plate that on the bottom where the base of that fuse box is supposed to sit on, and I don't have that base. So I'm gonna see if I can get a hold of that tomorrow, early tomorrow morning. That way we can start working on this thing and get as much as we can done this weekend on it. So unfortunately, not too much interesting progress on this video, but this was about, I believe it was 3, 6, 8 hours of the time spent just to do this. So it doesn't seem like it was a lot done, but I don't know. Some of these things take me quite some time just because I'm overthinking it. So that's why I usually end up having to just wing it and just go full send. So that's going to cut it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the videos. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think of the setup so far. And then we'll pick this back up next week, and we'll definitely make a whole lot more progress in next week's video. If I make a ton of progress, we might drop a video during the week. Who knows? But we'll see. But been a long day, guys. Got to get this video edited for you guys. So thanks again so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.